Welcome back, Rank Porters. Thanks for tuning in to another Port Rank Countdown. Public sculptures are supposed to inspire, right? But some cities went full chaos mode and installed these mind-bending, eyebrow-raising beasts that make you wonder what the commissioning committee was smoking. Today we're counting down the 10 strangest public sculptures you can actually go see for yourself. No velvet ropes, just pure weirdness. These pics are controversial as hell. Some locals love them, others want them gone, so expect fights in the comments. From quirky to straight up cursed, let's plunge in from 10 to the absolute strangest at number 1. Kicking off at number 10, Force of Nature by Italian sculptor Lorenzo Quinn, unveiled in 2009. Quinn, son of actor Anthony Quinn and a master of massive environmental installs like his giant hands propping up Venice's Capezzaro during the 2013 Biennale, created this after witnessing the devastation of Hurricane Katrina and the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. It's a plea for humanity to respect Mother Earth's power, like ancient offerings to angry gods. Picture a colossal female figure, arms outstretched, spinning a massive globe like a basketball on her fingertip, symbolizing our fragile control over the planet. Made of gleaming stainless steel with swirling bronze and fabric elements for dynamic flow, it stands a towering 26 feet tall and weighs about 5 tons, capturing wind and light to make the Earth rotate visually. You can visit replicas at Park Lane in London's Mayfair district or the Qatar Cultural Village in Doha, Qatar, both free and outdoors year-round. Not currently for sale, but similar, smaller editions from Quinn's foundry fetch around 40,000 euros. Experts estimate the full-scale version at about 1.2 million US dollars. Controversy? Some call it uplifting eco-art, others say it's just a flashy tourist trap, overshadowing real climate action. Sliding into number 9, the Headington Shark, officially untitled 1986, crafted by English sculptor John Buckley in 1986. Buckley, known for his raw, site-specific protests like oversized animal intrusions in urban spaces, teamed up with Oxford broadcaster Bill Heine to slam nuclear threats. Installed overnight on the 41st anniversary of the Nagasaki bombing, it embodies helpless rage against bombs raining from the sky, a nod to Chernobyl's fresh horror. Imagine a massive great white shark, jaws agape, plunging headfirst through the roof of a totally ordinary suburban semi-detached house, fiberglass body frozen mid-crash as if devouring the home from above. At 25 feet long and weighing roughly 2 tons, it's bolted into the slate tiles with steel reinforcements for stability. Spot it right on the street at 2 New High Street in Headington, Oxford, UK. Peek from the sidewalk anytime, or book an Airbnb. Stay inside the house for 150 to 200 pounds per night, about 190 to 255 US dollars at current rates, where the owner reportedly pulls in over 50,000 US dollars annually from gawking guests. Estimated value of the whole property plus shark setup, around 1.5 million US dollars. Beef, iconic anti-war symbol to fans, eyesore to neighbors who've petitioned for its removal since day one. At number 8, we've got Churaisi Klapek, or Peeing Boy of Paris, by provocative Czech artist David Czerny in 2004. Czerny, infamous for pink tanks and crawling babies on Prague's TV tower, designed this as a satirical jab at national stereotypes and political pissing contests. The figures urinate messages via SMS requests, mocking empty Czech rhetoric. 2 hyper-realistic bronze men, hips swiveling like awkward dancers, pee into a pool shaped like the Czech Republic's map, streams tracing letters on the water. Each 6.9 feet tall, they're cast in bronze with internal electronics for the kinetic spray, totaling 1,200 pounds. Head to the free courtyard at Hrgotova Sehelna Gallery near the Charles Bridge in Prague's Malá Strana district. It runs 24/7. Not for sale as public art, but Czerny's similar provocative pieces auction for $500,000 plus. Estimated value here, 900,000 USD. Salt in the wound, tourists adore the interactivity, but locals decry it as juvenile vandalism on public space. Should it be number 1 for sheer audacity? Dropping to number 7. Alison Lapper Pregnant by British artist Mark Quinn, installed in 2005. Quinn, a YBA pioneer behind Bloodhead self-portraits and the gold Kate Moss statue, sculpted this to shatter disability taboos. Commissioned for London's 4th Plinth, it celebrates Lapper, a limbless artist and mom, as a monument to resilience, flipping classical Venus ideals on their head. A massive nude pregnant woman, 11.5 feet tall and carved from 12 tons of blinding white Carrara marble, stands defiant and serene, belly swollen with life. It's a single block monolith, polished to ethereal glow. Catch it permanently at Salisbury Close near London's National Portrait Gallery, free after its Trafalgar stint. Priceless public treasure, but comparable Quinn marbles sell for millions. Estimated at 3.2 million US dollars. Debate rages, empowering feminist icon or exploitative spectacle. Disability advocates split, with some calling it tokenized, way too low for others. Midway Madness at number 6, device to root out evil by American conceptualist Dennis Oppenheim, erected in 1997. Oppenheim, a land art legend who burned fields and sewed his son's mouth in performance pieces, built this as a Biennale entry mocking religious hypocrisy, an inverted church rooting evil from below, rejected by Stanford and Vancouver before Calgary embraced the blasphemy. A full-scale New England chapel, flipped upside down and impaled on its 22-foot steeple, with red Venetian glass stained windows glowing like hellfire from the roof, now skyward. Aluminum frame, galvanized steel, and plexiglass panels make it 22 feet tall, 15 feet wide, and 8 feet deep, weighing 10 tons. Visit it free at 9th Avenue SE in downtown Calgary, Canada, lit up nightly. Estate held and unsold, but Oppenheim's large works fetch $1 to $3 million, estimated $2.1 million US dollars. Holy War? Devout Calgarians petitioned to torch it, while art crowds hail the genius, underrated or rightfully damned. At number 5, the pop art bombshell, Forever Maryland by American sculptor Seward Johnson, debuted in 2011. Johnson, heir to Johnson & Johnson and founder of Grounds for Sculpture, crafted this as nostalgic cinema homage in his Icons Revisited series, capturing Monroe's iconic subway grate skirt flip from The 7-Year Itch, but critics slam it as sexist voyeurism. A hyper-detailed Maryland, 26 feet tall and 34,000 pounds of painted aluminum over steel armature, frozen in eternal glee with dress billowing to reveal legs and undergarments, one hand playfully holding the hem of a slope. It's bolted to a concrete base for wind resistance. Currently on view until 2025 at Pioneer Court on Michigan Avenue in Chicago's Loop. Free sidewalk spectacle. Smaller editions sold for $50,000. This monumental one's estimated at $4.5 million US dollars. Outrage overload. Feminists demand its demolition for upskirt objectification. Fans defend it as campy fun. Why not number 1 for controversy alone? Creeping into number 4, the Kindlefresser Brunnen or Child Eater Fountain by Swiss master Hans Gieng in 1545 to 1546. Gieng, Baron's Renaissance fountain king, who sculpted armored bears and biblical beasts across the city, made this to replace a wooden plague-era warning. Theories swirl from anti-Semitic jabs at a Jewish elder to Kronos devouring his kids, but it's likely a civic morale booster post-wars. A grotesque ogre in feathered headdress chomps a naked child's leg while clutching a sack of writhing babies, perched on a Corinthian column with lion hair spouts. Painted stone, 16 feet tall including basin, it still functions as a drinking fountain. Gush over it free at Kornhausplatz in Bern's Old Town Switzerland, central and photogenic. As a 500-year-old civic icon, it's priceless, but auction comps for Gieng works peg it at $5 million USD equivalent. Nightmare fuel or historical gem. Parents shield kids' eyes, historians feud over the meaning. Tuasuhuiti Tochu too high or too low. Bronze at number 3. The Runner, aka Dromaeus, Akira Dikrai, by Greek sculptor Kostas Varotsos, unveiled in 1988. Built from stacked panes of dark green glass and iron, the 26-foot figure blurs into motion, a frozen sprint of fractured light. First placed in Ammonia Square, later moved near the Athens Hilton, it symbolizes Greece racing toward modernity. Sunlight refracts through thousands of shards, turning fragility into speed. Free to view on Vasilissis Sophias Avenue, it's both landmark and controversy. Celebrated as kinetic urban art, dismissed by critics as a dangerous pile of glass. Publicly commissioned, unsold, Varotsos' large works fetch 6 figures, so valuation nears $2 million US dollars. Progress or peril? Athenians embrace its restless energy while skeptics still question the pace. Silver strangeness at number 2. Head of Franz Kafka by that Czech provocateur David Czerny, again, spinning since 2014. Czerny, yep, the peeing guy, built this as a meta-nod to Kafka's Metamorphosis. Fame's absurdity in a bureaucratic nightmare, funded by a mall to draw crowds, but critiquing consumer hell. 42 interlocking stainless steel layers, each 1 foot thick, rotate independently to form, then shatter Kafka's brooding face every 15 minutes, the whole 36-foot tall, 39-ton cylinder, humming with motors like a dystopian carousel. Watch the free show outside Quadrio Shopping Center on Narodny Chidi in Prague's new town. Corporate owned, not for sale, similar Czerny Kinetics hit $4 million, estimated $5.7 million here. Genius or gimmick? Kafka purists say it cheapens his torment. Mall rats love the selfies. Robbed of number 1? Number 1, the single strangest public sculpture humanity ever unleashed, Verity by Damien Hirst, forged from 2003 to 2013. Hirst, the bad boy Brit who pickles sharks and dots canvases for billions, loaned this monstrosity to his hometown as a symbol of truth and justice. But really, it's his twisted take on pregnancy, law, and the female form, inspired by Degas' Little Dancer, but cranked to anatomical horror. A 66-foot tall behemoth of bronze and stainless steel, 25 tons total, sliced open on one side like a grisly autopsy to expose a dead-eyed fetus, coiled intestines, and ribcage, while the other half's a pristine nude prego gripping scales behind her back and thrusting a massive sword skyward, striding atop a spiraling pile of 6,000 law books, like she's about to conquer the apocalypse. Weatherproofed for coastal gales, it's bolted to Ilfracombe Harbour's pier in North Devon, UK. Gawk free from the beach or boat, but brace for the up-close innards. On 20-year loan, ends 2033, unsold from Hearst's empire, his comparables like the Diamond Skull fetch $100 million plus, but Verity's estimated at $28 million US dollars, boosting local tourism by $10 million plus yearly. Townies rioted for a decade over the grotesque exposed womb. Empowering or pornographic, this sliced sword mama devours the crown. Verity slices to number 1 as the strangest public freak show ever foisted on a sleepy town. Which twisted creation are you road tripping to? Which ranking's a crime against art? Fight me in the comments if I'm wrong. Hit the like if your fave made the cut. Sub for weekly debates and tell me, overrated or underrated? Porters, your ranking delivery is complete. Drop a little love on the channel and I'll see you in the next one.